2020. For Atomy itself, because honestly, I really don't know how other MLM companies are doing, but Atomy itself, pandemic didn't bother Atomy from growing. So probably like just in Canada, we encounter with that lockdown from March. I know some of the country encounter all those unexpected lockdowns probably before March or after March, but all those things didn't really bother Atomy from doing their own thing, supporting members, supporting business partner, providing success system for them to grow their business. And you know what the companies what Atomy company is doing every year, expanding globally. And if you go under not Atomy website where you purchase a product, I'm sure Jonathan already posted and probably you've seen the address on the group chat already. There's a globalatomy.com. So there is a global website where you will be able to see generalized Atomy information. So that's the website where you're not purchasing a product, but you'll be able to see how Atomy has been grown, what's the philosophy behind this company, or the future plan for this company, or any update information about those about Atomy. So when you even visit that country, you'll be amazed how this company has been grown for 2020. That's how many of you know exactly how many country has been open 2020? Okay, I'm seeing like number 4. So from then, so Atomy China has been open because everybody was waiting for China, but everybody really doubted. Is it Atomy really can open during pandemic? But yes, Atomy opened China, and it is not just open China. Ever since Atomy China opened, they are doing amazing. I think I mentioned it like as soon as China opened, that just next month they had a 3,000 sales masters. So if you can see the number of people who are challenging for the mastership, that's a volume. It's not number of people who are challenging. Think about the volume of the product that people are purchasing, the demand for the product. So right after that, Colombia opened. Colombia opened even the country was in lockdown because Atomy already planned to open for Colombia. So even during lockdown, Atomy still were able to open Colombia right after. Hong Kong opened, India open. So all the countries that Atomy promised to open, like planned to open this year, they made it happen. Honestly, we don't know how company did, but Atomy opened all those countries and they are doing amazing. Hong Kong just opened October and they already have a Sharon Rose Master. They had their first one-day seminar, online one-day seminar, last Tuesday, and they already invite all those leaders, all those business people who already became Sharemo's master, sales master, diamond master, to be on the screen and share their success stories. So the company expansion and how this business is doing, honestly, we have no doubt the growth of this Atomy company itself. Some people still ask, will this company will last long? Is it okay for me to spend time and effort and passion to this company? My answer, you can't put all your 100%, 1,000% effort and passion to this company, and this company will never disappoint you. So companies really all ready to support all of us to become successful. Because as you all know that business objective, this company, it's not just a customer satisfaction. This company's business objective is customer success. So from there, the foundation of this company is totally different from other companies. And overall of the company, like the volume itself, even during pandemic, Atomy's revenue didn't go down. And what's surprising is all those years, because Atomy opened 10 years ago, right? Like almost like 11 years ago. And Atomy always had a more revenue from Korea than overseas countries. But this year, we got more revenue from overseas countries than Korea. And what Atomy, what Atomy leaders are forecasting is next year, you will be like 2 times more the revenue from the foreign countries than actual Korea. And Atomy already announced it that how many countries will be opening, like by the plan next year. Turkey already on the line to open next year, early next year. So early next year doesn't mean January or February. That's the first quarter probably. Second quarter probably like April, between April to June. So Turkey is already on the line, and UK is already on the line. But those are the countries Atomy plan to open next year. But you'll know that from that global website, you will be able to register members from whole Europe. Atomy give us a chance to register members from all over the Europe. What that means, Atomy is working on those countries to open Atomy global branches next year. So whenever you hear those news, your heart should be pounding with excitement, because Atomy opening countries globally, what that means, you'll be able to expand your consumer base globally. Honestly, when you check out Atomy website, is there anybody who will not use those products? Doesn't matter which country you live in, what weather they have, everybody still needs to use the product that Atomy provides on its website. So by Atomy expanding their global countries, it gives us amazing, tremendous opportunity for us to grow our business. So company is really on a fast track. Before, it took 1 year, more than 1 year to open one country. But even during pandemic, Atomy opened 4 countries in 1 year. And next year, we don't know. If everything goes well with the UK, so UK open, let's say between April and June, be ready. Maybe whole Europe can be open in September or before October. So you will never know. So even if your business seems very small right now, but next year it will just explode. So don't be discouraged, or don't judge your business based on your volume right now. With this company's expansion, your business will explode next year, and everything that you have dreamed or every goal that you have, probably you will achieve next year. Right? So the company has everything, has planned, everything going well. Even during pandemic, Atomy made amazing donations, amazing. I think in the month of October till November, they had a do dream the donation, the program ran on the Korean website. Every one member being registered on that month, Atomy will donate $1. So if I just convert that amount in Canadian or US dollars, like $1. So every one member register, they will donate $1. You know how much money has been collected? More than $100,000. More than $100,000, and that money will be donated to like several organizations. And even the month of May, what program they had, from the total revenue, right, from the total revenue, they will donate 1%, and they donated millions of dollars. So this company following its principle, and this company always be there to help other people who are in help. And I think we should all feel proud. Atomy can make those donations because we are expanding our business. We're expanding our business. What that means, we are increasing consumer. We're increasing consumer who will love to use Atomy product. So you should feel proud to be part of this company, and you should feel proud to yourself too, that, okay, I did a good job of introducing many members to Atomy. So they buy more product, Atomy can do more good things in Atomy. And Atomy this year, we had a new Imperial Master. So people think, oh, it's not me. I'm not an Imperial Master. But as a company, if you notice that during pandemic, Imperial Master has been born, you see the future of this company. right? When many of the companies, because this was an announcement made from Korea Success Academy, that during pandemic, many of other direct selling or MLM companies' revenue has been dropped down 30%. I think that's a huge number, right? Even if we don't know what was their previous revenue and this year revenue, just by hearing that just during this period, their revenue has been dropped down 30%, I think it is huge. And think about not just the CEO, think about all the people working for that company. I'm sure there must be a lot of disadvantage for them. But Atomy, not even a single drop. Like I mentioned, Atomy opened globally, and Atomy's revenue still going up. And I posted on our group chat and on our Facebook that Atomy received several award. I think in the month of December, I think we need to be ready to celebrate for Atomy. Atomy receiving another award for export award for $600 million. I think that is amazing. That is amazing. And Atomy also won an award for its amazing product. So when it comes to Atomy, every day is a celebration. Right? So that's the overall company growth for the 2020, and so many planning for 2021 too. And Atomy already transformed all their success system, because Atomy is well known for their success system. Everything was based on, hotel seminars or center meetings where you have to interact with the people. But because of what's happening, we really have to meet people through online. Atomy has transferred all their success system to online. And that's the one question CEO Hungry Park is getting from many other leaders from other MLM, how he was able to, right, transit from, offline to online so quickly. His answer, he was prepared. He knew this thing will come, but he didn't know that it's going to happen this year, but he was prepared. So what is the lesson that we should learn from him? We need to be the leader, prepare all the time, right? We don't panic because of certain thing happen. If we're ready all the time, right? If you're ready all the time, doesn't matter what situation comes in, what obstacle comes in, we'll be ready to fight over, we'll be ready, right? We will be ready to change the situation, and we can still achieve our goal. So Atomy hasn't shown us a tremendous the hope for the new year and many more years to come. And don't forget to write your life scenario. I'm sure probably Jonathan and other leader will go through the life scenario. So based on the life scenario that we create month of December, your 2021 will be the different year. So that was a 2020 that Atomy, what happened in Atomy. And 2021, let's make that year based on the knowledge you got from Jonathan and other leaders from this meeting. Let's create a result in 2021. It's a business. Business without the result, you will know. Because honestly, I might talk like numbers and business, but I never done business. And honestly, I don't like, okay, show me the result. I hated that word, because when I work at the bank, every day I have to show the results of what I did that day. So that's the one reason I wanted to have my own business. So I don't have to show my results. It's my own results. But if you consider Atomy as your business, of course, you even at least 1 hour, at least a 30-minute a day, you're investing your time, your precious time. So when you invest in your time, definitely you want to see some result. You don't want to be disappointed later. Oh, I spent 3 hours. I spent like a year of doing Atomy, but I don't see any result. So based on all the knowledge, all the things that you have gained this year, I hope those things will help you to grow your business and grow yourself as an amazing leader. And I hope 2021, every month we can celebrate something. I think it will be fun. Every time we join in this Zoom meeting, global Zoom meeting, hope we have some news that we can celebrate all the time. So we can cheer each other up, motivate each other. I think it will be exciting. And even new people who join, they'll be excited to do Atomy, because when we have something to celebrate every month or every week, it will be amazing. Okay. Jonathan, you still want me to go over our group? So basically, I'm not sure how many of you know Subek, Scrum Masters, because if you have attended a meeting last week, that's the name that Jonathan has mentioned. She's our like a big sponsor. So it's like this in Atomy. Yes, we all have our individual goals, but probably if you do Atomy a bit longer, you probably understand it's not your own goal. Your partner's goal can become your goals too, and your sponsor's goal can become your goal. So the 2 weeks ago when we had our team, the product online product day, Star Master Subek, she just announced it. Next year, my plan is to become Royal Master. So as soon as she mentioned Royal Master, my heart, like my brain is like a working, because when she wants to become Royal Master, she won't be able to become Royal Master. I want to become Royal Master. Okay, I'll do it. No, she needs a lot of people get involved with that project. She need at least 108 people volunteer to do a sales master. She needs minimum 4, right? 4 Scrum Master, right? Either new or auto Scrum Master who will say, okay, I will do. When you challenge, okay, I'll be your core member. So listen, if Jonathan said, okay, next year I'm going to go for Sharon Woods Master, what has to be in your mind? Okay, if Jonathan's going for Sharon Woods Master, what level should I be in? So if you don't have your specific personal goal, when your sponsor okay, that's my goal for next year, then you have to think about what level, how I can help to make everything happen. So as soon as she mentioned that she wants to go for Royal Master, okay, then I need to be a Star Master. So then if I want to be a Star Master, what do I need? So I'm keep on making plan. So in Atomy, without the goal, we have no direction. That's something we know it already, right? Because Atomy, we take it as a business. In business, we want to make a result. What result we want to make? We all have the same goal. One thing, we want to create the residual income. Right? We're here to create a reasonable income. Why? Because we want the financial freedom and the freedom of time. But on the way of getting there, we need to keep on challenge for the mastership to achieve our goal. So when our big sponsor mentioned that that's her goal for next year, all the team, everybody now busy planning for next year. They already planned that, okay, which months I'll do this, which months I'll be doing that. It doesn't mean that they will achieve. But starting a year with a specific plan and starting a year not knowing what to do, I think it will make a total different result later on. So our big sponsor, she kind of dropped the bomb. Okay, I'm gonna go for Royal Master. So we need to kind of figure it out what we need to do, right? So Jonathan, drop something just today, right? Drop something today so everybody will think about, okay, so if Jonathan's doing something, what should I be doing? Okay, maybe if I cannot be a sales master, at least I can create several commissions. Each goal will make you stronger. Each goal will give you make you step forward, right? Move forward, like getting closer to the designation level, right? Designation spot you want to go, right? Because really, we talk about goal all the time, but if you really plan it specifically, you really reach that goal. So yes, our big sponsor said World Master. Then yes, our head is spinning. Sometimes I could not sleep because I lie down, and as soon as I close my eyes, whole lineage comes up. Okay, who should I contact? Like, so this one has to be part of habit of you. So whenever you hear the mastership happening, okay, what should I do? Because you know what? Before me, whenever there's a master audit on it, I didn't know because nobody taught me. So I didn't know. So when sponsors, some people say they go for this, that, okay, good for you. Okay, go ahead. But I learned later that when there is a project going on for the team, okay, I need to find a way how I can be the core member. And once you become the core member for your sponsors becoming certain level, you notice that that's the time that your team will grow. How much? that's really out of your imagination. How team will grow? It mastership challenge is only a 2 weeks, but how your business will grow in that 2 weeks, that's something we won't be really able to explain. But some people like just going for sales master, diamond master, and later they notice that, oh my god, during this period, my income, my PV, even the number of new registration has been increased. Because why? Because those 2 weeks that you go really crazy and you put all your passion and time. The keyword here is focus. Because you focus for the 2 weeks, you'll be able to deliver that result, right? So next year, let's make every week something to celebrate. Let's make some news for us to celebrate every week. And I'm sure by all of you plug into the weekly meeting, like a monthly seminar happening each country, we will be able to achieve our goal. There's no way we're gonna go back. Once you understand Atomy, you can't now go back to normal life. Because you've seen it, that with Atomy, you'll be able to really achieve that financial freedom and the freedom of time. So 2021, be ready. You will be happy, and you will be thanking yourself for making a right choice of doing Atomy. Right? I'll stop here. If I missed anything, I'll come back later, Jonathan. Thank you.
Thank you, Ari. And with that, I'm sure there will be a lot of our members here that will ask questions later on. So please just hold your questions for now. Write it down so we not lost it. We will have another person that will also give us what are we really up to? What is our plan? As Ari mentioned earlier, come next year, there will be a big movement, especially for our team. Our leader already might mention that, and it's not only for her, for Subak to really do it alone. And this is, I always emphasize for us, this is a team effort, right? And of course, team support. But again, for new people that just join us today, keep joining our meeting, and that is the only way that we can actually learn from others. And not only that, you will quite learn more about the business aspect. Yes, today we just basically have an open conversation for all of us to see what are we planning, is our goal for next year, and how can we help every partners that we have in this meeting. So I will pass the floor to Dan. Um, Dan, I think Dan prepares something for us. So Dan, please, if you do have a slide, it's all yours.
Good morning, everyone. Hopefully, everything is looking good. Can see me, can hear me.
Yes, me
Right.
too.
All right. So, thank you, Ari, for a wrap up of last year. Obviously, we are always a forward looking business, but of course, we need to know where we stand, what we've done in the past. You can't really set goals if you don't know what you've already done. And that's one of the most important things, especially for new members, the whole idea of setting goals, um, doing your life scenario. I know we don't really talk about that too much, but it's come up a lot recently, and now is a good time to think about those things. Every year, New Year's Eve, we people make plans for the following year, or plan to lose weight, or you know make friends with their enemy, or some kind of thing that they try to do fresh and new and better in the new year. And of course, from a business point of view, we always have our goals and dreams and so on. But what good is a dream or a goal that we didn't really keep track of, right? It could be gone in the wind, and no one would ever know because you didn't write it down or you didn't share it with your family and friends, your partners. So if no one knew you had a goal, then there's no pressure on you to accomplish that goal, right? Um, no one would know whether you succeeded or failed. So it's all, you know, it's just a whisper goal rather than a real goal, a hard goal carved in stone. And that's something that's very important for all of us to understand that Arias talked about this many times in the past, that it's so important to write down your goals and then build a plan around those goals to go forward. So I encourage everyone, whether you print out pieces of paper or whether you do it online on your Atomy account, there's lots of different ways you can write out your life scenario. You can keep track of your goals, your projections. It doesn't matter if every detail of your goals comes true on the timeline that you started with. Obviously, life, everything changes. Nobody knew what was going to happen in 2020, the way this year turned out. No one could have predicted that. So, of course, we must adjust on the fly. No one can set a goal and that's it, it never changes, or we never change the plan to adjust for reality. Of course, we have to all be flexible and we have to all be ready for anything. This year's taught us that we just don't know what's coming, frankly. Now, it's amazing. The company's success in 2020 is just amazing, opening new branches, powerful growth. I think in Canada, sales are up something like 35%. Ari could correct me if I'm totally off on those numbers. And the company as a whole is having a good, strong growth, especially all the international and the new
You're on mute.
Sorry, Dan. Okay,
Okay.
Dan, can you unmute
But
yourself?
okay. Um, so how do we set our plans? Well, that's everyone has their own plans, their own hopes and dreams, and it's up to you to build your own roadmap. No one's going to tell you how to do that. I'm just saying the roadmap is very important, the life scenario, and so on. Now, having said that, we're looking forward into 2021. So I'm in our group. I like to think of myself as very practical, um, in in hopefully giving ideas and means of real world things that you can do to move forward step by step. And that's what we all must do is step by step. We can't jump to the end of our story quickly, because if you expect to go from just joining and become a Sharon Rose master in 60 days or something, that's not really a realistic expectation. You have to build. It takes time to get momentum and get new members and consumers and even learn about the business and how to do things and understanding the products, how to share and so on. It takes a lot of education, a lot of practice, speaking to people as well. A lot of failure, a lot of success along the way, but everything takes time. We can't give up because things took a little longer than we first hoped for. So one of my favorite speakers in all of Atomy is Ju Young Park. Very young, dynamic speaker. He always has very good information that he passes along, and I always enjoy any time he speaks in the various channel Atomy videos that we can watch. Uh, I haven't seen really anything negative from him. He's always very upbeat and positive. And so today my presentation for looking forward, how we're going to plan and grow in 2021, will be centered around Julian Park. And I'm going to play a few video clips from him to share exactly uh, what I'm hoping to get across to you in very clear uh, form. All right, now is my screen showing Julian Park? Can see it? Okay. So this is his presentation on the 8 steps to success. We don't have time to go through the whole 8 steps, but I want to cover the first 2 steps from his presentation. So I will just let that play. Give me a thumbs up if it comes through loud and clear. Oh, wait a minute. Got to make sure I have some sound going here. Let's try that again.
You know what? I'm probably still on night mode there. Does it use my mic here or is it using the mic over there?
I have an issue with the sound. No. Check. 1, 2. All right, so that all worked. Tell me if you can hear this. Any sound coming through?
No, then.
Is it running through my phone or is it running through the computer?
I don't know.
Because I have night mode on my phone on, so maybe it's blocking sound.
Why do you have night mode on?
So that notifications during the night don't wake me up. I didn't turn it off.
Huh. I had it all ready to go and somehow I lost the sound.
Dan, is this on YouTube?
No, this is on my desktop.
Okay. And I
Uh-huh.
want to start with this because the first
Aha.
Then when you click
I
share,
got
do
it.
you see
I'm okay.
share sound only? Sound.
No, I'm okay now. I
Okay.
think I've got it. I don't know why, but it muted itself after I turned it on. All right, so back to the show. You can hear that, right? All right.
before we get started, the first quote that I want to read to you is Napoleon Hill. Okay.
Hold on, but we can only hear now.
Point of
There's
all
no video.
is desire.
You're not sharing a screen to us.
You're right. I forgot to share the screen again. Oh well, what can we say? Life goes on, lots of little problems, right? You can see it now, correct? All right,
Yes. We can
Yes,
see.
we do.
here we go.
Before we get started, the first quote that I want to read to you is Napoleon Hill. Okay. And Napoleon Hill says, the starting point of all achievement is desire. Okay. Keep this constantly in mind because weak desire brings about what? Weak results. Just like a small fire makes a small amount of heat. Okay? And I want to start with this because the first thing in the 8 steps to success is dream building. What kind of life do you want to live? What kind of balanced life do you want? Where do you want to live? What kind of car do you want to drive? How do you want to be able to spend your free time? How do you want to accomplish these things? Okay? And in this, I want you to picture yourself in a movie. You are the main character. Okay? You are the director. Whoever it is that you want to be, picture that in your head. How do you want that to come about? Because that's very crucial in you becoming successful in this business. So if you look at the PowerPoint here, it states that in order for you to achieve your dreams, you must first desire it. Do you want to become successful? Do you want freedom of choice? Earlier we heard the speaker speak about freedom is not just me going away somewhere, but the ability to choose who I can help, ability to choose what I want to do. And in order for you to be able to do that, you also have to have financial independence, right? So close your eyes for 1 second, okay? Imagine where you want to live. What kind of house do you want? What kind of life do you want for your children? What do you want to give to them? And that has to be real. It has to be something that you truly desire to attain. Okay? So open your eyes, and now we have to start setting goals to get to that point, right? Every single day we have to choose to step closer to that goal. Let's think about this auditorium, okay? This was not here before it was built, right? But before somebody wanted to build this, it came out of somebody's imagination, right? The architect dreamed, right? He envisioned this auditorium. He wanted this kind of auditorium with these kinds of seats in this location. That's exactly what I'm saying today. What kind of life, what story, what movie do you want to draw out? And in order for you to do that, you have to first plan in your head, write it on paper, and you have to follow through to accomplish those things, okay? So that's what we want to talk about. And the second thing that I want to emphasize is commitment to change, committing yourself. The first point that we're talking about is be proactive about choices that you make, okay? CEO Park says this, he says, you are the main character. You are the ones making the choices. So if you decide that you want to do this business, then you are choosing to have the mental attitude to continue forward. So don't listen to people around you who say, oh, that's not possible. Or we heard the testimonies today, right? How much can you possibly make from just selling toothbrushes and toothpaste, right? But you have to be the one in control of that situation. You have to educate yourself and tell them, no, it is possible. Why? Because of this, this, and this. And you lead these individuals to become a part of the system. And you educate them with the knowledge that you obtain from the Atomy system. The second one that we're speaking about is what? Be positive about every situation that you encounter. So if you look at this, it's talking about your mental attitude. I love this quote. There's a quote that states, everybody faces defeat. Everybody faces failure. But that can become a stepping stone or a stumbling block depending on the mental attitude in which you face that situation. So number two is very important, because if you are positive and optimistic about each circumstance that you choose to react to, then what it is that you're doing is you're leading the situation. So for example, let's say that you spoke to a friend, right? You spoke to a partner and you said, hey, do you want to sign up? Do you want to try this product? Let me introduce you to a sunscreen, or let me introduce you to X and Y. But they say, no, I don't want you to try that. You use that by yourself, okay? So if you are thinking about that situation in a negative light, then what happens to you? You start getting drained. You're saying, oh man, I thought it was going to work, but I was wrong, right? But if you are positive about this situation and you think, no, okay, but if you understand that 3 no's turns into a yes, if you are persistent, then do you lose energy, or are you happy that you only have 2 more no's to go? Exactly. You only have 2 more now, so you go again, and you get rejected again. But what? How many do you have left now? 1 more. Even though you're receiving the same no, it's different upon how your mental attitude is toward that situation. You guys understand what I'm saying, right? So this is very, very important. And the way that we can continue to make sure that we're going on that path is number 3. Be determined to change. Every single day we have to choose what we want to do. I need to be determined to put that into action. Just speaking, just understanding does not bring about success. It is what you choose to do with the information that you have that will bring about success in everything that you do. Whether it's a diet, whether it's becoming an auto sales master, whatever it may be, learning a new language, you must choose to change the habit that you had prior to new habits that will bring you closer, that will give you a piece of the puzzle that you are putting together to bring you to success. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what I want from you all. I want you guys to set the dreams, build your dreams, set your goals for each and every day. How many people am I going to meet today? How many people am I going to introduce this product to? What am I going to do today that's going to bring me closer to that dream of a balanced life? Because without being determined, without willing to give up something to gain something, you will not get there. I understood the faster I gave this information to other people, the faster my network would grow and the faster my dream would become reality. So I pushed forward and I started to attend the Atomy seminars. I started to educate myself, but not just alone, right? But with people around us. But you guys should be very, very grateful for the absolute price and absolute quality that Atomy has to offer for you. Because this means that everybody can become successful. And let me tell you why. Lots of different companies, you have to become educated in the product. You have to understand what's inside of the product, how it functions, why it is what it is. Usually products are very expensive. So you have to explain to them why this price is reasonable. But in Atomy, that's not what we teach. We don't have specific product lectures. We don't teach individuals, well, this toothbrush is this and this and this and this toothpaste is this and this and this. No. What do we say? We ask you to try it, experience the product, and share your experience with individuals around you, because the product itself will speak for itself. That's where the power lies. So that means that an average Joe who's not able to explain the system, who's not able to give a product lecture, will still be able to build their business, because all they have to do is what? Try it and share their experience. They don't have to have a 10-page PowerPoint explaining this, and this, and why you have to do it. All they have to do is trust you and your experience, because we're not here trying to sell them something. We're here sharing the good news with them and telling them how this can improve their current situation. So this is the most important part, being determined and being willing to change. What you must ask yourself today, okay? What are you willing to give up today to gain that part of the puzzle? How much desire do you really have inside of you? How much of that is burning white hot fire that you will be willing to change the different things that you have to obtain that? Okay? The next thing that we want to talk about.
All right. So we'll stop there. As I say, we can't cover the whole 8 points today. We're just going through in goal setting, and I find those words very powerful, very straightforward, very simple plan actually for all of us to do.
So let me tell you a little story.
Now, Ari refers to this clip quite often, so Ari will recognize it quickly, I imagine. It's very short clip, very simple. I will just play it. It speaks for itself.
So let me tell you a little story. Let's say that you're living in a 3-story house. You're on the 3rd floor. You wake up in the middle of the night. You're a little thirsty. If you're a little bit thirsty, are you going to go to the 1st floor to get some water? Or are you going to go back to bed? You're going to go back to bed, right? But let's say you wake up again. This time, man, you're really thirsty. If you don't drink that cup of water, you feel like you're going to die. What are you going to do? You're going to go downstairs, yes or no? How thirsty are you? Right? How thirsty are you? No matter how great Atomy is, no matter if Atomy can change consuming habit, it's about you. What are you willing to do to get to that place of change? If you want to change, then it starts with you. And I want to be real with all of you today, because Atomy has already created a system for success for every individual in this room and around the globe. How did you become so successful?
All right, so again, part of the same talk. Now, as I said a few minutes ago, I like to think of myself as a practical guy. Some of the presentations I like to put together are actual signposts of success. You know, how many boxes of Hemohim do you have to sell to get a commission? That sort of thing. Actual measurable things rather than talking about things at the 30,000 foot level, which sometimes doesn't really help new members to understand things. It's simpler if you can tell them you need to make 10 sales, 15 sales, 20 sales to accomplish goal A, B, or C. So here we have some of the simplest, most straightforward advice anyone has ever given in Atomy as far as I'm concerned.
How did you become so successful so quickly? Right. I started in 2013 February. In 9 months, I became a sales master, and then in a year and a half, I became a member of the Leaders Club, making 100K a year. And then 3.5 years later, when I was 29, I went into the Royal Leaders Club, right? But everybody asks me, how did you become so successful so quickly? Well, this is very simple. I didn't sleep, right? I continue to work and work and work. That's the beauty of Atomy. It goes at your pace. If you're willing to work 10 hours a day, then Atomy will give you a return of 10 hours a day. If you're willing to work 2 hours a day, Atomy will give you a return of 2 hours a day. But the speed doesn't matter. Why? Because there is a income ceiling. Yeah, you can get there faster, but it doesn't really matter. Why? Because everybody's going to end up in the same place. So it's about consistency, right? It's about consistency. So a lot of people say, I don't have that passion like you have. I don't have that drive like you have. How can I become successful? And I tell them it's about consistency. If you don't have passion, then you need at least consistency. So I tell my partners, you have 10 days. Every 10 days, find one consumer. Is that doable, yes or no? That's very simple. You can't tell me you can't find a person who needs a toothbrush. You're telling me you can't find somebody who needs to what? Wash their hair? Who needs to brush their teeth? Of course you can. And how many days do you have? You have 10 days, right? So I said start a 36-month program, right? You have 36 months to create one consumer every 10 days. And once that consumer has been made, now step 2 is to turn that consumer in the next 3 months into an auto consumer, right? Somebody who sees the value in the products, sees that this is absolute price and quality, and sees that they will continue to use this and learning how to make those online purchases online, okay? Now you have 3 months. So in 3 months' time, what do you think will happen? That individual, as they see the value, they will start sharing with other individuals around them. And then that's what you call duplication. So does this sound difficult? It's so easy. But why is it so difficult? Because we are so concerned about what people think about us. Is that true or no? Yeah, you guys are, we are all so worried about what is she going to think about me if I say, wow, you should try this. Like, why? Because it's good. Why? Why are you coming to me to sell me something? But you can be real with them and say, listen, I don't make a dime off of you buying this product. Everybody buys this product at the same price. So if you benefit by using this product as a member, you tell me why you don't want to use it then. Can they give you a good reason? Yes or no? No. They cannot give you a good reason why they don't want to use it. It's just blatantly, I just don't want to use it, right? But you can explain to them why it is something that you're doing and how they can benefit from it. And it becomes a win-win situation. And that's what you do. 10 days, one person, duplicate them, and continue the process consistently for 36 months. If you do that, then you become what? A sales master. You create passive income of $2,000 a month.
So that's the end of my my little video montage. As I said, I really enjoy Zhu Young Park's his style, his passion, his message is always right on the money, I find. And I'm going to hand it back to you, John. I hope someone got something from those clips. What we're looking for right now is planning for 2021, right? You have to find your own desire, you have to find your own drive and your own passion for this business. If you have no passion for this business, I'm not sure you're in the right business. But once you find your desire and you know that Atomy is 100% for you in the long run, then you have to write down your goals, you have to put a plan in place. I just showed you a 4-minute video that tells you exactly how to be successful one new member at a time. Was it too much to ask for, trying to find one new consumer every 10 days? I don't think so, but it's a practical, realistic goal for all of us to pursue. Now, one of the other things is we hear, I don't have anyone to speak to. I don't have a warm market. I've used up all my leads. I don't have anyone to talk to anymore. Well, we have Facebook, we have how many different kinds of social media. There's literally a couple billion people online all the time. That's our market. Now, obviously, you can't talk to all of them, and it's not always easy, but consider many of our members in this room right now are OFWs. That certainly is a market that any of us can address, can speak to, because the offshore workers are always looking for more ways to make money and more opportunity, especially if they can earn some good passive income and spend their time back home with their families. They don't even have to be Filipino workers. There's a lot of offshore workers, Indian people, there's millions of Indian people around the world. I'm sure other countries, I don't know about, Indonesian nannies and so on, but I'm sure they exist as well. So if you really think you don't have anyone to speak to anymore, think about the offshore workers who would do anything to grab hold of a real opportunity to make money and go home to stay with their families for good. And that's the end of me for today.
Thank you about it, Dan, and thank you for that great video clip about Julian Park. So for some of us in here and those just joined us recently, months ago or a couple of months ago, those videos that we have in our CH that Atomy channel for Julian Park, I think almost every countryside Julian Park video is also there, or YouTube. So look for those one, or we can always provide the whole video, and we always share those videos, VODs anyway. But you know what? For us in here, with our team in here in Quake Team, especially in our Quake Team, we do have here great leaders that always there to support us. They're always there when we ask question, when we ask something. So Dan, of course, Ari is always there for us too, myself, and another person that I'd like to give his thoughts. What is he looking forward? His objective, his goal, and how is he going to really put it up into 2021? I think this is a huge, it's going to be a huge year for us, 2021, especially for a lot of countries that will also coming up. Vinod, sir, please, your thoughts, your goal, your plans. Just condense it. I asked for 2021, so that is the whole year plan. So you can summarize it into a short one.
Okay, thanks, Jonathan. I'll do my best. Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Yes.
So first of all, thanks, Dan, for bringing up those videos, Juyang Park. And as John mentioned, we have like a number of videos of Juyang Park out there available in our Atomy channel, as well as YouTube. And I highly recommend. It's very inspiring and he's very practical. I specifically remember one video where he's talking about the future plans of Atomy, like the future possibilities, not necessarily the exact plan, but future possibilities like think about similar to the Azam Mall in Korea, think about it expanding to all the countries. So essentially for newcomers, especially if you haven't heard about Azam Mall, that's something Atomy has, you know, there are consumer products that we can purchase through Atomy, not necessarily manufactured or distributed by Atomy, but you can purchase through Atomy, including consumer products like television and so on. And you gain PV, point value, with each of those purchases. Think about that coming into right now, that coming into every part of the world. And think about, other consumer activities like purchasing a flight ticket. Eventually, if you can purchase a flight ticket through Atomy, you may be able to gain some PVs for it. So a lot of possibilities. Just listen to some of his videos, Juyang Park, and they're very inspiring, and you'll be very happy. You'll be very happy for you being in Atomy. Very inspiring. So thanks for bringing that topic, Dan and John. So now regarding my goals and what happened for 2020 and 2021. So we started Atomy, Khan and I started our membership about 1 year ago. And then we had a goal for 2020. We already set up a goal for 2021. In fact, even at the beginning of 2020, we already set up the goal for 2021 and beyond. And that's very important, as Dan mentioned, that desire. Is that Dan? No, it's GM Park mentioned that desire. It's very important. You need to have that goal. You need to desire something and pursue it, right? So we had a goal for 2020, and I'm not talking about the exact numbers here right now, but I can tell you that right now we are at 75% of that goal. It's a numeric number, so we are at 75% of that goal, and I'm pretty sure we'll end this year with 80% of what we originally planned, which in my opinion is pretty good. Could we have done better? Yes. I can't claim that, I have put in, my 100% percentage into Atomy yet. My wife does. I am still working on it. But even then, we are achieving close to 80%. So think about it. Always set that goal. And in fact, it doesn't even need to be, the goal can be a little bit aggressive. As Julian Park mentioned again, weak goals give you weak results. So let the goals be aggressive and try to achieve that. If you don't reach all the way there, so be it. You reach 80% of it, good. You're still in a good position. And if you did not have any goals, you do not have, you can't see where you're going. So now 2021, and I can tell you like what we are planning to achieve is to become auto sales master, like consistently every month, gaining that $2,000 or to $2,500 every month by the end of 2021. By the end of 2021, that's what we are aiming. We plan to get there with a lot of countries opening up, a lot of countries already opened. And I am pretty sure if we put in the right efforts, we will get there. It's not easy, but we will get there. And it's not just for ourselves, our family. It's also for the team that we need to have that goal. You need to have a personal goal, and you need to have a goal that aligns with the whole team. and it's very important. So we also have some goals beyond 2021, but it's too early to talk about all those right now. But I highly, highly recommend everyone, if you haven't done so already, please set up a goal. Let it be a little bit aggressive, a little bit outside of your comfort zone. Try to achieve that. And if you don't reach it, um, so be it. Um, if you're close to it, that's still a success. That's all. It's a short, quick talk, but I just thought I should talk about, as we are nearing the end of 2020 and starting 2021, I thought this was the right time to discuss what we achieved in this year and what we are planning to achieve the following year. Thanks.
Thank
Back
you
to
for that, Vinod. And again, I will wrap it up into this discussion in here with what Vinod mentioned and Dan also mentioned and Aries earlier. Okay, I think for some of us in here that is new, you guys are now thinking about it. Okay, we also have goals for each one of us, especially we are getting to right New Year. New Year's resolution is number one. But what is really, how are we going to connect that to use Atomy as our goal provider or right effort or any kind of dream right that we have in here? So all of us, I think in here, we are looking forward into that. Maybe some of us in here doing this because they wanted to help a lot of people, families, relatives, or friends. But now, in this meeting, in our Sunday's meeting, what is really our goal in here? As a leader, I call myself as really have a responsibility for all of you that is in this meeting. So, what is my goal? And what is my plan, right, to do into year 2021? So, this is for my team. I wanted to create this, and hopefully everybody will also look forward into this. I am dreaming. My goal is to have more meetings and more people to attend our meeting, more consultation, and of course to also offer a one-on-one business workshop. I whatever knowledge, learning that I already earned, right, from doing Atomy for the last almost 2 years now, I want to share it to everybody. So my goal is to learn from others. I am learning from Vinod. I am learning from Dan. I am learning from Ari every time I hear them talk. So for some of us, or for all of us in here too, think about this that this is also the avenue to learn from others. Okay? For direct consultation, my goal for next year is to duplicate as many leaders as what we can. And this is the only way. If we can teach you, guide you, right, help you to be effective and learn more about this business, that is our goal. That is my goal. That is our team goal. And I think we are going to do that quite collectively as our team effort. What else? We will going to help you to plan, to create that vision that you have, right? Use Atomy as our tools to pursue this vision. And again, Atomy is not only about money at all. As Eric keep on reminding it to us, it is not about money. It is about how you can also help others. Now, money that you make, yes, there is right there. It's a huge money. It is a huge compensation plan. But what is the purpose of that money if you are already making that money? The mission to help others. So this is my team goal for next year, 2021. Attending meeting, even if we just, listening from whoever's talking in here is good. Yes, we do have a limited time in this meeting, we plan just to get it into 1 hour, just a brief uh, discussion for us. But I think we do carry a lot of message for us. But bring more people into this meeting. We do have direct consultation. Any one of us in here, Dan, Vinod, myself, Eric, can, you guys can reach out and ask questions, can organize or arrange a meeting, and more consultations. So that is our goal, to help you guys to be a leader as well, that can also speak right for in behalf of you two other people. So planning, let's do it. So if we are just starting right now, let's plan for what are we going to do for the next 3 months, right? What are we going to do for the opening of Turkey, the opening of UK? So join us every Sunday or any other opportunity that we can talk and we can, you know, discuss about the business opportunity. Okay? My message is message of hope for all of us, including Ari, right? Not excluding Ari, including Ari, and including myself. And I always think about this. There is a big opportunity that Atomy is bringing it for us. But again, don't worry, because it's not only you, it's not only me, it's not each one of us will do it. It's a team effort. Whatever we learn, whatever knowledge we have, we share it for free, right? I consulted to Ari 1 o'clock in the morning or in the middle of the night. I asked her a question. As moment that I saw, if she doesn't see my message, then next morning she will respond to it. We can be successful, and there's no doubt. And here, I always hear this. The only reason not to succeed in Atomy, when you quit, when we quit, when we stop. But again, another words that I like to convey for everybody, and we always put this into, right, emphasize humility. And this is the culture of our company, right? We don't um, say bad to other product, other company. We respect and how they do the business. But the only thing, when you learn more about Atomy, you will be proud to be part of this business. So that's all for us, or any other maybe questions that you guys may have to for another 3 5 minutes. Sani,
I have a question actually, and this
cool.
is to Ari. So I think during your presentation, you mentioned that in 2019 or 2020, 2020 actually, our international revenue overtakes Korean revenue. So my understanding was that in 2019, our Korea revenue was about 1 billion and the international was about 300 million. So did we make such a big difference in 1 year in the international revenue?
To me, China is doing crazy. So opening one country make a huge difference. That's something that even company wasn't expecting to happen. But just opening Atomy China, it just flipped the coins. That's
So,
something that really company wasn't really expecting at all. Imagine
That's
3,000 sales master in a one period, not even a whole month, one period. 3,000 sales masters.
So we're going to do $2 billion in sales this year.
that's exactly where I was going. So that means more than 2 billion.
Korea itself, Atomy Korea, I heard like 1.6 to 1.8 billion Atomy just Korea itself, just for the whole year, right? It's not just the 1 billion anymore, but for the like overseas, even Atomy Russia is doing amazing, right? And
This,
what I heard, like Atomy give us the opportunity to register member in Europe, but to us, we just registering them. But some people are already actually making purchases. That's something company wasn't expecting either. Company just give a floor. Okay, now you'll be able to register them as a consumer members, but those consumer members are purchasing it already. So they weren't expecting any revenue from Europe market, but they say it is amazing, it's remarkable. So that's why they're rushing to open UK and the whole Europe as soon as possible.
Talk about under promising and over delivering. Can't wait to see the real numbers of 2020. That'll be amazing. Thanks, Ari.
Okay. Thank you, Vinod, for that questions. Actually, I think we do have a members in here that from Russia. Right? If I'm not, I'm very sure. I think the iPad is from Russia. I would like to ask questions for some of our members in here, and I do miss to ask her every time, and she always join us. Sani from Indonesia. Sani, how are you doing, Sani? I always miss to acknowledge Sani in our meeting every Sunday. Sani, how are you? Do you hear us? You're muted, Sani. Unmute yourself. Hi, Sani.
Yes, hi John. Hi all.
How are you doing? That is the message that I would like to ask to you. I know Sani has been very active, especially on Facebook recently. Right? I don't understand her post, but I know those because it is in Indonesia. But I know I've been following those posts, and that is the way that we start like promoting our own, being heard, be known for our connection, for our friends that we are in Atomy, promoting our product, our website in Atomy. So is it working? Is it doing? How are you doing with that, Sunny?
Mm, just I don't know, just let it flow.
Just starting. Just starting for now, but it is good. That is the good start, right? Especially with those good information about the product. Okay. All right. We do have a lot of people in here from Thailand, of course, Indonesia, and of course UAE, of course Kuwait, and many more in the Philippines. But again, like Hong Kong, actually, right? Sapir is in from Hong Kong. So thank you everyone for joining this Sunday right meeting that we have. Again, just joining and listening, right, for our discussion will already add on to your desire on how to do this business, and that is only to start with. But getting those knowledge, getting those information, you know, and self learning will also lead you into that. That is how I started as well, right? 20 months ago, that is how I started. I don't know what I am doing, but I just keep on attending to meeting, keep on listening. Then I became also a very passionate and very desirable person to do this business. Thank you again, everyone, and have a
Thank you.
blessed
Thank you,
day.
John. Thank you, Ari. Thank you,
Thank
Don.
you, Abby.
Thank you, Vinod. So tonight, actually, I've learned how to set a goal. Now I will start to enable my team. That's the first thing I need to do, and give them sense of direction and a little bit focus, and encourage them to prioritize changes.
Wow.
That's what I need to do. Thank you. I've learned a lot of things today. Thank
That's
you.
that's that's amazing, Avi. So
Thank
if
you.
you all can take one lesson from today, that's exactly what Avi just mentioned.
Yeah.
Like set your goals, have a vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
Thank you. Thank you for your support. I tried my
And,
best because I'm
and
still in the office when I'm listening, but I'm writing it down.
Hey guys.
that is
Thank
there.
you.
That is how we should start. So we are learning from each other, and we are going to be right, do this as a team for 2021. Okay, so let's aim for success. Thank you again,
Yes.
everyone. Thank you, Ari, Vinod, Dan. Right, have a blessed day and evening to all.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you,
Bye.
Ken.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.